Hello everybody, my name is Optimus Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at Studio Series 112, Deluxe Class Optimus Prime from Transformers 1. And I know that I have been posting only shorts this last couple days, and I know this video is a little bit late on schedule, but I also want to acknowledge that yes, we've reached over 100 subscribers, and yes, I am going to be making a 100 subscriber special. But stay tuned for that in the near future. But let's go ahead and dive in right into this review. Let's start with the accessories. So, taking a look at Optimus' accessories here is that he has his battle axe. It's not entirely movie accurate, but I do like, the clear blue. Again, yes, it's clear plastic. It's not going to be the most beautiful thing, but hey, at least we got the axe. I mean, it would have been kind of cooler if he also got a gun as well, but he doesn't come with that. He also does come with his matrix, but you do have to move his neck back to get a good old close-up of that. Nice little matrix chamber in there too. But yeah, unless you want to count the pop-off smokestacks as also an accessory, if you want to use that as like a little baby pistol, but really, he doesn't come with much. It's a little bit disappointing, but again, he's a deluxe class. Not too much. But also, here's the box, by the way. Get a little turnaround on that. Take a look at the vehicle mode later. But there's the box. There's no longer a box. Let's dive into his articulation. So, diving right into his articulation for Optimus here. His head is on a ball joint which can tilt side to side. It can do a full 360. It has very high range for looking up. He can look down a little bit. His arms, they can go all the way around if the kibble doesn't knock into the body. His arms can kick out. He has the 86 hot rod shoulders, which is a shame. You can kind of use this as like a backwards butterfly joint, but he also has a slight forward butterfly joint, a rotate at the bicep, a exactly 90 degree at the elbow. He does have wrist swivel as well. You can rotate his waist as well. Doesn't really have an ab crunch. You do have to move the crotch plate to get the legs to kick out just about that far. He does have over 90 degrees of bend at the knee. He does have ankle tilt, and his foot can move in, but not really move out. But you can really get him into some, kneeling poses, the superhero landing, and just, the gist of it, really. But moving on to size comparisons. So for size comparison, here we have Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. Yes, he's a KO, and yes, he's quite taller than him by a lot, and it is what it is, though. Here we have War for Cybertron, or Siege, Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Here we have Legacy United Furak. Here we have Rise of the Beast Battle Trap. Here we have Shattered Glass Ratchet. And here we have the Legacy reissue or re-release of Legacy Tarn. And yeah, mine has a small issue, but we'll get into that another day. So getting right into his transformation. First, you just want to collapse the feet in. Then you want to take these, rotate them all the way around on that hinge. Do it for both sides. Or for now, you can just connect the legs down the middle. We are going to detach them later, but that's for later. Kind of move the knees into these small tabs and just let them just sit there. Next, you want to take the head, rotate it all the way around, and then move it back. And then just fold it right on into that slot. Take the chest, open it up for right now. Unless you want to remove the matrix, then you can just leave it closed. Then take the arms, pop them out like that. Just hinge them onto the side. Then you want to take the backpack, kind of angle it, and you just want to rotate it upwards until it's in that position. Then you just want to take the whole chest and lift it off of the waist. Make sure that these arms are like moved up out of the way so you can get your nail in there and these little red pegs on the side. Pop that out. Then you want to rotate the waist all the way around. You just want to fold this forward because it doesn't really tab in. I notice it, and it doesn't really tab in anywhere. But just sit it there, move up the crotch plate, and then just bend the legs as far as they will go for right now. Just like so. Make sure everything at the front is situated. Then you want to take the arms, move them inward behind the little chest piece, like so. If you can get that on camera. Kind of move it into that little groove there. And then there's a peg here that's going to go into that slot right there. And just peg that in. Do the same. And just do that. Next, you want to peg the hands into these little holes here. So you kind of just want to lift the hand up and then just tab that sucker in. And then there's also a second connection point where it's like inside of the bicep and there's a little red tab there. You just want to make sure that the arm pegs into that. It doesn't really peg in too well on my copy. I've noticed that. But just do the same for the other side. Make sure it's all nice and tabbed in. Rotate around the smokestacks. And there you have Optimus Prime. And there's a little Cybertronian mode. And if you want to use an extra accessory, well, you can do this. So if you take his extra accessory, just take in those two tabs there. Make sure they are lined up. Do be cautious though, because this thing is thin and it will potentially break, and I nearly lost mine because I tabbed it all the way in and that sucker would not get loose at all. But you can have, you know, that little extra piece at the front. Looks pretty darn good. It's just wish it had a better connection and wasn't as fragile, because as you can see, I've kind of already bent the tabs a little bit to the side just from trying to get this thing out. It's not the most securest thing, and I don't really recommend tabbing it in. It looks fine without it, but I know some people are like, oh, it's not movie accuracy, but I just kind of like how it looks like this. I've seen a lot of people complain about how the arms are out here. They kind of blend in, really, for me, but other people they just have their own opinion on it. I'm not against it. I'm not with it. It's just their own opinion on it. Though it is a little bit strange that, you know, the feet are just sticking out here. I mean, I'm not really one to complain about this figure. I mean, I got him for a really good deal at Walmart. I mean, I'm just lucky I even found him. But you can also take the axe for more accessory storage. You can put it in the back here, and you got to get the clear tabs behind the kneecaps. And once you do so, go ahead and make sure everything is tabbed together. He has a little extra weapon storage, and keep the axe stored in the back if you really want to. Personally, I just leave all the accessories aside, but yeah, you can gear this guy out with all those accessories if you really want to. It's your figure. You play with it how you want to. I'm not against it. But let's get into vehicle mode size comparisons. For size comparison, here we have the truck, another truck, the tow truck, the spaceship, the van, and the tank. So that has been my review for Optimus here. If you want to get one that's at a deluxe price point instead of getting that kind of, it was like a leader for Takara, but if you want this Prime, then I highly suggest you get him. This has been Optimus Prime, and I'll see you in my next review. Peace out.